Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, KiaSimone, and let's get into this Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Now, before we get off into the review, two pieces of business. First, I want to shout out my super thanksers. I got a long list this time, and yes, I'm reading it. Shout out to Sanya Teal, Tanya Fuller, Craig G, Faye Coleman, Amber Lede, Carolyn Freeson, Peach Banks, Shay B, Yvette Greer, Simone Francois, and Mel Blanks. Thanks for the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so very much. That took a minute, right? I know. But seriously, thank y'all. Thank y'all so very much. I take none of it for granted. So thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel through the super thanks and the Cash Apps and by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate y'all so very much. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've not already. And now, let's go ahead and get into the review. So the episode starts out with everybody coming together to go on a Sanya day tour of Jamaica. The first to meet her in the lobby is Sheree. Sheree said she ain't brought nothing but body with her for the Kingston men. Since you said Kingston men like body, I said, go ahead, Sheree. Sheree is an international player now. She got them foreign and domestic. You better go ahead, girl. So we see all the couples making their way down. Candy is upstairs, still pissed off by Marlo talking all that at dinner the night before. She can't get her lashes on good for all the red she's seeing. But she trying to get it together and get on downstairs. So once everybody is downstairs, part of the day's events that they have planned is that there's going to be a race between Drew and Marlo at their track. Sanya presents to Drew her official Olympic jersey for Drew to wear in this race so that she'll be official. One thing Drew is going to do her best to do is one-up you, okay? I guess Drew said, I'll be damned if you going to just bring out your Olympic jersey and we supposed to all be impressed. I'm an Olympian too. Yeah, I was an Olympic. Well, I was a track star in high school and our mascot for the school was the Olympian. And so I was an Olympian track star. I see, I don't feel like Drew and these drama club lies. I don't feel like this, okay? They showed us a picture of Drew in some jersey or something that says Olympian on it from high school. This looks like a picture from the Glee Club. It looks like something she played in a play. Like, I don't have time for Drew. I'm not about to play these games. Marlo comes skipping on the bus late, and she starts out by apologizing to Ralph because she and Drew had a conversation the night before where Drew expressed to Marlo that, listen, you can have your feelings and disagreements about our situation, but express those to me and have a conversation with me rather than attack my husband, because I would like to talk through it with somebody and I would like to get another perspective. The issue is I also don't want to attack my husband and make the situation, I don't want to force the issue of adoption if it's going to traumatize my child. And I was really happy to hear Drew say that it's the child's best interests are being considered in this matter. It's not just a matter of just adopt this child. So that was the most important part of it to me. But of course, Marlo carries on about how, she really appreciates that Drew talked to her about it and helped her to understand that she was reacting based on her own experience and her own trauma. Because when you said you weren't adopting them, that's just all I heard. All I heard is no. And so, Drew, I just appreciate you for being my therapist. Marlo, go to hell. So after Marlo apologizes to Drew and starts kissing Drew's behind, and Drew is jumping up and hugging her and fawning all over her, the producers ask Candy in the confessional, well, do you feel like Marlo should have been apologizing to you? Candy said, I don't give a damn who she apologized to. I don't want that heifer talking to me. I don't want her on the bus with me. I don't want her breathing the same air as me. She don't have to apologize to me. She can apologize to the man in the moon till she blue. Long as she don't talk to me. Leave me the hell alone. I know that's right. She done talk about you, your man, and your mama. Tell her, stay out your way. So now everybody's on the bus waiting on Kenya to get downstairs. Well, Candy tried to tell them, I don't think Kenya gonna make it. Kenya had a lot of complaints this morning about she didn't eat last night. Nobody checked on her to make sure she ate, and she ain't ate this morning, and she had to eat. And Sheree said, well, I had breakfast with her, and I'm here, so I don't know where the hell she at. So they call Kenya, and Kenya, yeah, I'll try to get downstairs. Well, the camera's upstairs with Kenya, showing Kenya just sweeping the curtains around and taking pictures of the beach. And oh, this beach is so beautiful, and it's a bus waiting on you downstairs. And eventually Sanya texted Kenya and said, listen, we running late. We were supposed to be gone about 40 minutes ago. We got to go. Kenya said, okay, girl, do what you got to do. I understand. I'll meet y'all there later. Yeah. They speculated that Kenya might have an appointment with old Winston that she had met the night before. And I think they're right. Kenya basically called out half a day to go play off the clock. Y'all take these cameras and going on up the road with them. I'll be there later. Don't mind my damn business. So they take off, and the first stop on this day tour is Sanya's childhood home. They go to Kingston and see where she grew up and meet her neighbor that she grew up under. It was cool. They leave her childhood home and they go to this famous high-end ice cream park kind of a place that is apparently very rich in culture and history for the island. It's the place where Sanya's parents got married. It looks really, really nice. On the way to this park, they discuss Kenya and her +1 situation. And Todd said, I heard old boy last night say he was going to his room to change and he was going to meet Kenya. So maybe he had to meet Kenya. You know what I'm saying? To say all y'all got a +1 of your own, y'all sure is worried about what she doing with hers. Mind your damn business. So once they get to this ice cream house, they start trying to address the drag fest that happened last night. So Sheree takes Marlo aside to discuss with her how and why she just exploded. And she said, I'm your friend and I get where you're coming from sometimes, but I think your passion comes off as aggression. And Marlo saying, I just want Candy to mind her business. Well, girl, we want you to mind yours. We want you to stay out of other people's business and mind your business, especially as it pertains to the nephews you threw out. And so Monyetta is off to the other side asking Candy, what do you think prompted that? And Candy said, for me, it was prompted by the fact that she's going in on Ralph when she's essentially doing the same thing to her nephews. Like, how dare you go in on this man? It really went below the belt for me when she started to attack my husband. That's when it got to be too much and too far. So while they're trying to talk that out, Kenya shows up to work. She done caught her a damn Uber on a strange island after she done God knows what with who knows who. And comes in skipping and smiling, and of course I want ice cream. I bet you do. So when Kenya shows up 2 hours late for the tour, Sanya lets her get her ice cream and then immediately pulls her aside to ask her why. Why is you struggling with being on time to any of my events? I don't understand what's going on. And Kenya said, aside from today, I've been on time to everything. And of course, production is going to prove them to be liars. So they show that Kenya was late to dinner the night before. Kenya was obviously late to this event. So when the I've been on time to everything else defense doesn't really make sense, Kenya starts to explain that she's really stressed out about the Mark and Brooklyn dynamic, that Brooklyn has not been wanting to talk to Mark, and Mark has not been interested in making an effort to come to Atlanta to see his child or develop a relationship with his child, and she's just overwhelmed by it all, and that the divorce process is really, really stressful, and she just didn't expect it to be this much. Well, Sanya is in the girl's face just blinking and nodding But in the confessional, she don't give a damn about Kenya's woes or her tears. You can keep all of it to yourself, because I find this to be bullshit. You crying about you going through a divorce when I'm asking you why you can't be on time. And I just don't buy this bullshit. Well, the thing is, if you don't really care what her reason is, why ask? If you have no empathy or sympathy for whatever she's going through or whatever explanation she's going to give you, why ask? So they go to leave the ice cream park, and Marlo starts trying to talk to Candy like ain't nothing happened. She gets on the bus. Candy, you see Simon bought Portia a Rolls Royce? Huh? Candy? Huh? You see? Candy? Candy said, why are you talking to me? Marlo has the audacity to get upset. But don't tell me you still upset. So you ain't talking to me. Okay, you that petty. Okay, well, don't say nothing then. Candy said, girl, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me. Just shut the fuck up. Marlo goes, so now you're not talking to me. Grow up. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, okay? I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. Candy said, keep your sorry. Sorry is your brand. Keep your damn sorry. So we move on and get to the track where Sanya's Olympic dreams started. And this is where Marlo and Drew are going to race. Sanya gives them a demonstration. Marlo and Drew go into the restroom to change and come out to race. Why Marlo came out in her drawers to run this damn race? Why is you out here in your drawers in front of all these people's husbands to run this damn race? This ain't that kind of track. What in the whole stroll hell is you wearing? And Sanya's husband sitting up there laughing. Yeah, Marlo ain't playing, boy. She crazy. He my ass. So they race. Marlo wins. Drew is celebrating some fictional victory, takes off running, and tears her Achilles just as the Minister of Sports is arriving. So she's laid out on the ground, just looking like a medical bill. And Marlo decides she needs to run off and put some clothes on because she doesn't want to be naked in front of the lady, but she didn't mind being naked in front of all these damn ladies' husbands. Child, I ain't got time for Marlo. So the Minister of Sports, of course, says, I can get you to the best doctors, gets Drew over to somebody who verified that, yes, you did tear your Achilles. Here's some crutches. Please take your ass on home. So as they're all going back to the hotel that evening, Sanya tells all the ladies that she has a filming day for iFit the next day. The bus leaves at 9:30. It's an open call to everybody. Sheree and Kenya had specifically expressed interest, so she was letting them know that it leaves at 9:30, but anybody is welcome to come, but you better be on this bus at 9:30 or that's yours. The next morning comes, and ain't nobody on the bus but Marlo and her florist, who ain't arranged the flower yet. So they show Kenya calling the front desk at 9:50 about what's going on. The lady said, yes, Miss Moore, the bus for iFit left at 9:30. That's what's going on. You was late. That's what's going on. So now Kenya is pissed. She feels like Sanya just up and left them and uninvited them. But if it was an open invitation and you know you had to be there by 9:30 and it's now past 9:30, what did you expect? Now, Kenya says she was ready early. She called Sanya. Sanya never answered. She was in the lobby early, but Sanya wasn't down there. Child, somehow you still missed the magic school bus. I don't know what to tell you. So they're at the iFit shoot, and Marlo is embarrassing out the people because she is over there fangirling over Ross when he's doing his little parts and recording, and I done messed this up, and y'all shit, I'm leaving. Yeah, take your ignorant ass on somewhere. Go so you can see them people looking like you know how much editing time you about to cost us with this bullshit. Just, who is y'all friend? So Marlo is running around pretending to be so supportive of Sanya, and her florist friend is following her as she walks up on Sanya's trailer and her clothing rack with all her outfits and, ooh, look at this, and this is so cute, and yada, yada, yada. And Sanya happens to walk up while she's over there, and she's telling Sanya how exciting this is and how much she loves all these looks. And what do you know? But Ross comes bouncing out of the trailer. Oh, that's why your ass was over there. That's what you was over there trying to see. She was supposed to be occupied filming and stuff. Florist ain't got no real pull, and you was going over there to skin and grin with old Ross, wasn't you? Yeah. I'm watching Marlo. I don't trust Marlo worth a damn, and Sanya don't need to either. But she be round here, Portia, Simon, and Fallon all the way through. So back at the hotel, Candy and Drew both stayed in their rooms. And so Candy comes down to Drew's room since she is injured and can't really do anything or go anywhere. And Candy said, well, you know, you ain't got nothing else to do. Help me read these lines, girl, because I got another play or some coming up. And she needed to run some lines. So before they run the lines, Drew has to remind Candy that she is a professional actress, and she bores Candy with an entire lecture about what type of technique she uses for acting. And do you use the, I don't know, hooligan, who's again? I don't know, child. Candy was bored as hell. What about the five senses, girl? No, I just read the script and say the words, but go ahead. So after Drew gives this whole crash course on this particular technique, they decide, let's talk about Sanya. Because Sanya and Marlo, I don't know what they got going on, but Sanya can't see the forest for the trees. Marlo is not her damn friend. Drew said, I don't know if Sanya doesn't see it, but all Marlo was trying to do was get in her head, because she's playing nice and saying all these nice things and keying with her, but she definitely said Sanya was a suck up. So I don't know where all of this sudden friendship is coming from. Sanya is a little bit messy herself. So I'm just trying to figure out if this connection is genuine. Candy says she is messy AF. That's a messy bitch. Just messy as, okay. Messy for no damn reason. We don't even know her to be this damn messy. Yeah. The rest of the ladies decide to go on a catamaran ride that Sanya had set up. Now, that looked like the best of the options, if you ask me. Kenya, Monyetta and her husband, and Sheree and her plus one, Michelle, all went on this catamaran ride. It was a beautiful boat. They had a DJ. They had food. They partied, danced. Kenya vogued and stretched out all over the damn floor trying to prove she's a model. It was just a messy ass good time. It just looked real good to me. On the catamaran ride, Sheree lets them know that she is working on She by Sheree, and she's working on getting a fashion presentation together. She doesn't want to call it a fashion show in case she don't have all her pieces, because Dwight done been dragging her for a decade or more about how dreadful she is for having a fashion show with no fashions. And she can't do that again. So she's just going to underpromise and overdeliver. I'll tell y'all it's a fashion presentation. And if it happened to be a fashion show, y'all need to be real damn happy and leave me some tips. And since she's planning this fashion presentation, Kenya said, well, you know, if you need any models, I am available. Sheree said, I don't think Kenya knows that her video vixen days are behind her. And I don't think Sheree gonna be the one to tell her, because she sure let her vogue for her life all over that damn boat floor. Kenya, please get your ass up. Kenya and Monyetta are having a dance off like they are in Baes auditioning for the Heavy D video. If y'all don't sit y'all somebody mama asses down somewhere. So later that night, everybody is getting together for dinner. Sanya and her husband first meet Marlo and the florist, who is tagging somewhere behind. And then they meet up with Sheree heading to dinner. So Sheree hugs Sanya and tells her, I'm upset with you, Sanya. Said, for what? She said, because you left me this morning. I felt uninvited. Sanya said, we ain't doing that. I done worked all damn day. You ain't about to come here with this, I ain't got no job, I ain't got nothing to occupy my time bullshit and stress me out because you weren't downstairs on time. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Sheree said, but I was hurt. I feel like you just left me. She said, how could I have just left you when I told you the bus leaves at 9:30? If you're not downstairs and on the bus at 9:30, then you're going to get left. And Sheree says, well, I was in the lobby at 9:30. Well, production said that's a damn lie because they showed her laying up on the beach with her girlfriend Michelle at 9:30 in the morning about, ooh, this is a beautiful beach. This don't look nothing like a bus to me. I know, bitch. I know. You just missed your ride. And based on your upcoming business venture and your hobbies and interests, this iFit adventure probably is something you should have gone on. These are probably some elbows you might have wanted to rub. When opportunity looks like anything except a bag of money. Sanya said, I ain't got time. We ain't going through this. Just put your shoes on and come on, cause I'm not about to go back and forth with you about your big grown ass. Didn't get downstairs on time. I'm not doing it. So they all get to dinner and everybody sits around the table and they choose conversation, which is always like choosing violence for them. I don't know why they do it. Why they talk to each other is beyond me, because it's gonna turn into a fight every time. So Candy asked Ralph to read an excerpt from his book, which he agrees to do. So he reads it and it's actually really, really nice. And Drew is moved almost to tears. She's actually fighting back tears and said that she's really pleased with what she hears, to the degree that she feels like she can back up off of the adoption conversation for a while because she's never heard him talk so openly or tenderly in regard to her son. And so it kind of, I think, soothed whatever she was expecting adoption to soothe for her. So while Drew and Ralph are having this moment and Drew is expressing how this made her feel, Sheree and Kenya are off to the side whispering and starting shit. So Sheree is over there telling Kenya, yeah, I talked to Sanya. And Kenya said, I hadn't talked to her yet. She didn't even try to have a conversation with me. Sheree said, yeah, I talked to her. And she running around saying we didn't show up, that we weren't downstairs on time. Kenya said, what? So now everybody looking like, well, what the hell y'all got going on? Drew just is confused by why she want to fight because my man actually doing something right now. Well, Kenya just hijacks the conversation about, I'm sorry. But Sheree just informed me that you said we didn't show up on time for the bus this morning, that we weren't downstairs. Kenya, is you serious right now? Kenya just starts picking a fight with Sanya about that's not true. And I called you several times and you didn't answer. And Sanya said, hold on, listen. First of all, I'm here working. I don't have time to cater to you every minute of the day. I told you the bus left at 9:30. All you had to do was be downstairs at 9:30. Marlo made it. Well, I don't get what your struggle was. Now, you late to everything else, and now you got an attitude because you missed this bus about I left you. You a big grown woman. You caught a cab to get to where we were the other day. What the hell was the problem today? You really just want something to fight about. She said, what did you want from me to do? Like, tell the people, oh, hold on, y'all. Stop filming. Kenya's calling me. Let me check and make sure these girls are okay. Kenya said, yes, I actually would like that. Now, Kenya, you done lost your damn mind. You doing too much. You a big grown ass woman. You can meet a whole nother human being and rearrange your schedule and miss the bus on purpose. But now it's a whole nother person's fault that you missed the opportunity to ride with her to work. Kenya, you gonna have to go to hell. Why I think Kenya is this bothered is I think it hit her on the back end. First of all, what Sanya is here doing and the opportunity that she missed by not being there. Because sometimes Opportunity is just about being in the right place at the right time and meeting the right person. And sometimes when we are not where we want to be, so to speak, it's hard to support somebody else in a space that looks like a space that we want to be in. Because recall, Kenya did her stallion booty workout tape once when she was battling with Phaedra. This is a pretty big deal. This is a pretty big company. And I think it's hitting them, the opportunity that they missed. Especially Kenya, who says, you know, she's done modeling, she's into fitness. Sheree, who is into fitness and is releasing a whole line of workout gear. These were the people. These were the people for you to meet. So when Kenya and Sheree start going back and forth with Sanya about trying to make it Sanya's fault that they missed this entire experience, Sanya said, well, first of all, I lost my phone. Like, I'm not about to do this with y'all. And Marlo jumps in to say, listen, y'all talk to her one at a time because, you know, this is her new ally. And when Marlo jumped in and said, y'all talk to her one at a time, and Kenya responds and says, we can talk whenever we feel like it, Ross jumps in at that point. And he jumps up to tell Kenya, don't with my wife. Like, now let me tell you, I get it from both perspectives. If I'm Sanya and my husband is sitting here at this table and I've already expressed to my husband before we left to go on this vacation that I'm concerned about being able to get along with these women. I feel like they're going to attack me and they're going to be mean to me and yada, yada, yada. And my husband has one job, to protect me. I get it. I get not having a problem with your husband. Hey, I don't give a damn if you are male, female, foreign, or domestic. I will take anybody down by my wife. I get that. I do. On the other hand, from the perspective of Kenya and Sheree, we at work. This is like you bringing your husband to work and your husband interjecting in any disagreement you have with your coworkers. Like, this is part of the job. This is what we do. We argue. What we don't do is get cursed out by each other's husbands. And I personally do not like male masculine energy coming at me in a threatening manner. So once you start getting loud and aggressive and cursing and standing up over me, you gonna trigger something in me. And it might not be something that's gonna back down. So I'm gonna need you to talk to me like you got some damn sense. Because while I get that that's your wife, while I get that you want to protect your wife, and while I get that your wife might even tolerate you talking like that when you're mad, I don't. And you're not gonna talk to me like you crazy. So from that perspective, I get where Kenya is coming from. Like, you gonna have to get your man and put him on a leash. That's what you're gonna have to do. And so the episode comes to an end with Ross laying down the law about who ain't gonna talk to his wife all kinds of ways. And it looks like he done scared Kenya so bad that next week she's still gonna be whispering about it. She ain't raising her damn voice to tell nobody what she think about it. I don't appreciate that motherfucker talking to me like that, cursing and yelling and stuff. I wonder, you think Sanya be putting up with that? Well, we'll see next week. But that's it, that's all, and I ain't got no more. Thank you so much for coming down here listening to me and letting me get it off my chest. As always, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And in the meantime, until next time, I love you and I mean it. Bye.